Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In our today's class, we will be solving these three quadratic equations using graphical method. So let's just move towards the very first question that we have. So this is x squared minus 7x plus 5. So what is the first thing that we will do? We have to figure it out if the parabola of the equation is opening upward or downward. So for that, we will assume this equation is equivalent to y equals to x squared minus 7x plus 5. So after comparing it with the standard form of quadratic equation, which is ax square plus bx plus c, we can say that a is 1, right? And that's also a positive number. So whenever a is positive, the parabola opens upward, all right? So now I will be moving towards the second part, which is called axis of symmetry. So axis of symmetry, that's equivalent to x, which is minus b over 2a. In this, we will be putting our values. So as you can see from the top, b is equivalent to negative 7, right? If I just like put all the values in it, a is equivalent to positive 1, b equals to negative 7, and c equals to 5, right? So we put those values into the equation to find out the axis of symmetry, which is minus into minus 7 divided by 2 into 1. By this way, it will be equivalent to, after solving it, 7 divided by 2. And if I divide 7 with the 2, I will get 3.5. So let me just write it down over here. 3.5 is the value of x, the value of vertex, all right? So for that, y equals to x squared minus 7x plus 5. For the x, that is 3.5, I will put it into the equation. Y equals to 3.5 whole square minus 7 into 3.5 plus 5. So by this way, I will get y equals to 3.5 square. That is equivalent to 12.25. Let me just write 12.25 minus 7 times 3.5, that is equivalent to 24.5 plus 5. Now let's just solve all of them together. 12.25 minus 24.5 plus 5 is equivalent to minus 7.25. So now I got the vertex, all right? So the first value of vertex, like a vertex is represented as x and y. So I got x equals to 3.5 and y is negative 7.25. So now I've already got the vertex. So now after finding out the vertex and the axis of symmetry, I need to move towards the y-intercept, okay? So for the y-intercept, let me just put that equation over here. So we can find out the y-intercept real quick. As we know, for the y-intercept, x value will be equivalent to 0, right? Let me put x equals to 0 for it. So y is equivalent to 0 square minus 7 times 0 plus 5. So by this way, y would be equivalent to 5. So the y-intercept that I got is 0 and x is 0 and y is 5. This is the y-intercept value that I've got. All right. So let's just move towards the x-intercept if you can find out the x-intercept or not, okay? So the equation was y equals to x square minus 7x plus 5. So now for this one, I will put y equals to 0. So for that, x square minus 7x plus 5, we need to factorize it, right? But as we can see, this equation that cannot be factorized, right? So if we cannot factorize it, what we can do, whatever the points that we have, we will just go ahead and draw them, okay? First of all, I had the axis of symmetry to be equivalent to x 3.5, right? So let me put the axis of symmetry over here. So 3.5 means I have the axis of symmetry somewhere at this point, okay? This is probably 3.5 over here. Let me just adjust it further. This is where axis of symmetry would be, okay? At 3.5, okay? Now let me just put the vertex value. The vertex value was 3.5 and 7 negative 7.25. So the x value is already 3.5. The y value was negative 7.25. So y value is negative 7.25 means it should be somewhere, like if I just like randomly put it, it should be between 7 and 8, right? So it should be somewhere at this place, 7.25. This is where the vertex should look like, would be, all right? Now let's just put the y-intercept. The y-intercept is as 0 and 5 when x is 0 and y is 5. So which means that the y-intercept is at this place. Alright? So this is where the y-intercept is. The corresponding point of this y-intercept should be the 1, 2, 3, and 3.5. Then 1, 1, 2, 3, and this is 3.5. Just it should be somewhere at this place, right? So this is going to be our second point. So now I need to know where the parabola should pass through the x-axis, okay? So for this one, I can just like put values that are like, I would be putting the smallest possible value. Suppose I have this one, so let's just put 1 in it, okay? To find out the x-intercept. X equals to 1 because this is the smallest possible value in it. So y is equivalent to 1 square minus 7 into 1 plus 5. So y is equivalent to 1 minus 7 plus 5. By this way, I will get y equals to minus 6 plus 5, and y is equivalent to minus 1. So the point is x is 1 and y is negative 1. X is 1 and y is negative 1, which is going to be x is 1, y is negative 1, so it should be this point somewhere, right? And the next point should be like 2.5 points away, so half and somewhere like this point. Understood? So now this is what the rough points that I've got. Like these are the exact points. So now what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to just sketch my graph for them accordingly, like this way. All right, somewhere like this way. This is how my parabola is going to look like. All right, and the points where the graph passes through the x-axis, those are the solution of that quadratic equation that we were trying to find out using the graphical method. So those points where the graph is actually passing through the x-axis, which is this point and this point. All right, so this is, we can put like two solutions of it. One, we can say x equals to 0.8, and the other one is x equals to 6.25. So these are the 2 points where the graphs are passing through the x-axis. So these are the solution of it. Now let's just move towards the second question. So for this one, we'll be doing the same exact process. So as you guys can see, if you compare it with ax squared plus bx plus bx plus c, so it means that I have a is equivalent to 1 for this one as well, which is positive. So which means that the parabola will be opening upward as well, okay? Now the second thing is, let's just find out the axis of symmetry. So we know that a is equivalent to 1, b equals to 1 as well, but c is equivalent to negative 1, right? So I'll put the values into the expression. So minus b is equivalent to 1, so I'll put 1 over 2 into 1. So I get axis of symmetry to be equivalent to minus 1 over 2. Now I will be finding out the vertex. For the vertex, I will be writing my equation as y equals to x squared plus x minus 1. So let's just put the values in it. X is equivalent to minus 1 over 2, so I'll put minus 1 over 2 in it. Whole square plus 1 over 2 with the minus sign, minus 1. So this is going to be equivalent to y equals to 1 over 4 minus 1 over 2 minus 1. As I need to make 4 into the denominator, so I'll multiply with the 4 on both sides, the last term, okay? So it will become y equals to 1 over 4 minus 2 over 4 minus 4 over 4. Understood? So now let me change the color so we can easily differentiate between them. So y is equivalent to, I will put it like 4 in the denominator, 1 minus 2 minus 4. This should be equivalent to y equals to 1 minus 2 is negative 1, negative 1. That should be negative 5 over 4, negative 1.25. So I was trying to find out the vertex out of it. So the vertex I got is x is equivalent to negative 1 over 2 and y is minus 1.25. This is our vertex, okay? Now as we know the vertex already, we need to find out the x-intercept and the y-intercept. Y is equivalent to x square plus x minus 1. As y-intercept, for the y-intercept, x equals y would be equivalent to 0. So y is equivalent to 0 square plus 0 minus 1. So y is equivalent to negative 1. So for this one I got 0 and negative 1 as my y-intercept. So now I'm going to put my values in it. So what was the value of the axis of symmetry, which is negative 1 over 2, right? So 1 divided by 2 means that's like 0.5. So negative 0.5 was the axis of symmetry. So it should be somewhere at this place, right? So now I'm going to be mentioning my axis of symmetry over here. This is somewhere it should be, because we are just sketching it. So now where should be the vertex? Vertex should be at negative 0.5, because this is where the point of vertex is, negative 0.5 and 1.25. X is negative 0.5 and y is negative 1.25. If y is negative 1.25, it means that the point should be somewhere at this place, right? This is where the vertex should be there. Okay, now what's the value of y-intercept that I've got? The y-intercept is at x is 0 and y is negative 1. So the y-intercept is exactly at this point. All right, this is where the y-intercept is lying. So now I need to find out the value of x-intercept for me. So in order to find out the value of x-intercept, as you can see, this is where the graph is probably passing through, right? So I will just try putting 1 or 2. Let's just try with the 1 and let's see what's the value that I will get. Okay, x is equivalent to, I will put 1 in it. So y is equivalent to 1 square plus 1 minus 1, which is, if 1 is 0, okay, 1 square plus 1 minus 1. So it's going to be 2. 1 plus 1 is 2 minus 1. By this way, I will get y equals to 1. When x is 1, y is 1 as well, right? So this is the value that I've got. So when x is 1, y is 1, it should be probably at this point. All right, and the next point should be, we have to put the exact point like this way. Okay, so the corresponding point of this should be at this place, right? So this is how the parabola for the graph that I'm just like, for the quadratic equation that I'm drawing, should look like this way. Okay, so the answer for this one should be probably x should be equivalent to 0.75 and x should be equivalent to minus 1.75. This should be the answer for the quadratic equation that we are doing. Okay, so let's just move towards the third question that we have. So for this one, let's just start solving it. So first of all, I will put it equivalent to y equals to x square minus 2x minus 13. Okay, so if you compare it with the general form of quadratic equation, which is ax square plus bx plus c, we will get a is equivalent to 1, b equals to negative 2, and c equals to negative 13. So as we can see, a is positive, right? So it means the graph will be opening upward. Okay, the parabola will be opening upward. So now after that, what's the first thing that we need to find out? We need to find out the axis of symmetry. So now we'll put our values in it. B is equivalent to negative 2. So negative into negative 2 divided by 2a, which is 1. That should be equivalent to 2 over 2, which is 1. So axis of symmetry is equivalent to 1. Now I will be putting it into the equation to find out the vertex. All right. So x square y equals to x square minus 2x minus 13. So by this I will put the value in it. So y is equivalent to 1 square minus 2 into 1 minus 13. So y would be equivalent to 1 minus 2 minus 13, which is 1 minus 2 is equivalent to negative 1. Negative 1, this would be equivalent to y is negative 14 for this one. All right, so 1 and y is negative 14. That is the vertex point that I've got. Now I need to find out the x-intercept and the y-intercept. All right, so y is equivalent to, let's just find out the x-intercept first. For that I will put x equals to 0. So y is equivalent to 0 square minus 2 into 0 minus 13. So y is equivalent to minus 13. Okay, so when x is 0, y is negative 13. Now I need to find out the x-intercept. So if I put y equals to 0 in it, this is the value that we cannot factorize, right? Minus 2x minus 13. So this cannot be factorized. So what I'm going to do is that I will be using a point that should be closest to it, okay? The closest possible point that I will be putting in it. So now guys, let's just graph all those points that we have. So first of all, where is the axis of symmetry? Axis of symmetry is at x equals to 1, right? So let me just put the axis of symmetry over here. Let me just adjust it further. So this is where the axis of symmetry should be. Now, let me just extend it further. Where should be the vertex? So the vertex should be at x equals to 1 and y is equivalent to negative 14. So x equals to 1 and y equals to negative 14. The point should be at this place somewhere. This is where the vertex should be, okay? Now what I need to do is I need to point out the y-intercept. So y-intercept x is 0 and y is negative 13. X is 0 and y is negative 13. So it should be at a point like this where this is where the y-intercept that I've got is, okay? So now what is the next point that I need? We need to find out the x-intercept, but we will just find out that point where the graph actually passes through the x-axis, okay? So the closest point that I can get, let me just put the smallest possible value, like I will put negative 2 and then I will put negative 4 in it, okay? X is equivalent to negative 2. This is the first point that I will put in it. So y is equivalent to 2 square, negative 2 square, and minus 2 into negative 2, minus 13. That should be 4 plus 4 minus 13, okay? So 4 plus 4, that's 8. And 8 minus 5, that 8 minus 13, that should be equivalent to minus 5. So when x is negative 2, y is negative 5. All right, let me just put over here x is negative 2 and y is negative 5, which is this point somewhere. Okay, this is the point that I've got. Okay, so the next point that I have to draw, I will be just like drawing a corresponding point to this one, which is this one. Okay, I've confirmed that this point is the true point that I've drawn. Okay, now I can put another point, x equals to 6. So y is equivalent to 6 square minus 2 times 6 minus 13. So y is equivalent to 36 minus 12 minus 13. So now if I just solve it further, so 36 minus 12, that's equivalent to, let me just put 36 minus 12 is equivalent to 10 to 4, 24 minus 13 is equivalent to 11. So y is equivalent to 11. The point that I've got is x is 6 and y is 11. So when x is 6, y is 11. So x is 6 and y is 11. That's a point somewhere at this place, okay? This is where the point should be. So now I'm going to be just like completing my graph that way. So this is how my graph should look like, okay? Exactly at this point. So the graph is passing through this point and this point, okay? So the answer that I should get for it, when one is x should be equivalent to minus 2.5 and the other one should be x equals to 4.5. 4.5. So these are the two possible solutions of this question that I had. So this was all about solving these three questions using graphical method. I hope you liked the video. If you understood the concept, please subscribe my YouTube channel so you see more videos that are coming. So we'll see you in our next video. Bye for now.